Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So here I am again doing another video. It's going to be a little short video, but it's going to be like quite meaningful, if you know what I mean. Just going to tell you about all the shit that's been going on. So ever since the 26th of December, I was admitted to hospital. It was only for 5 days. 5 or 6 days? 5 days. Then I was discharged. But this time, I mean, I've been admitted before, right? But this time, as I said on the other video, it was, I think I said like BPD. I'm not quite sure, but I mean, all I got in my head right now is what I was, what was said when I was admitted, right? So I was diagnosed with BPD. Well, sorry, I was diagnosed with EUPD, which obviously they've changed the name. Okay, so it's exactly the same as BPD, but they call it now EUPD. So, and I'm awfully sorry about the lighting, awfully sorry about the background and everything and what I'm wearing and everything, blah, blah, blah. It's just, this was a last minute video and I really wanted to do it. So, just to let you lot know where I am, what's going on, blah, blah, blah. Well, it's not blah, blah, blah. It's my life. So, it's not blah, blah, blah at all. Okay? Okay. So, I was admitted, I was diagnosed with EUPD, emotionally unstable personality disorder, which is BPD, borderline personality disorder, okay? Now, for years and years and years, as you lot know, I thought I was bipolar. I had a meeting today, which I really want to talk about, but I'll talk about that in a minute. After I was discharged from admissions ward, I was in admissions ward. I didn't go anywhere else. I was on admissions ward and I stayed there. My mate came back and forth, like he visited me. He's been brilliant. His name's Alan Langdon. I've got to name him because he's absolutely fantastic. He's been my rock, to be quite honest with you. Without him, I don't know what I would have done. I've got to name him and shame him because he's the best. He is actually sitting by the side of me while I'm doing this video.
Hello, all.
I think he thinks it's a joke doing a video on YouTube, but we all know different, right?
No, I don't.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't even remember the last video I done. I'm not quite sure. I think it was me going out with a dog at 6 o'clock in the morning, taking a jog. I think that was the last video I done. I'm not quite sure. I haven't, to be honest, guys, I haven't been on you in a lot of shit has gone down, right? A lot of shit has gone down. I haven't felt myself for a while. Before I was admitted, I felt like I was spiraling out of control. Not just that, when I'd have my down days, they were getting more sort of down than like they normally are. The drinking went out of the window. Didn't know what I was doing. Sorry, I think I've got a cold come in, but it's the weather, right? I don't even think I'm going to edit this video because as I say, I just want to get it up really quickly. I don't want to piss about. I just want people to know what's going on. Yeah, I was spiraling really quickly. I didn't know what the hell was happening and I really wanted a friggin' answer. Do you understand what I mean? I wanted a diagnosis. I wanted a diagnosis. So yeah, I had that assessment. My OCD got so bad that I couldn't function without doing what I had to do. I was thinking that people was getting hurt by me not doing my rituals at the time, if you like. I think it wasn't about the OCD. I think it was the BPD taking over my emotions, my, everything that goes with BPD, right? I think everything was just spiraling out of control. And I couldn't see in front of me. Like, there was aspects of my life which were going really downhill because of my BPD. Simple as. Like, I couldn't see any light in front of me. And to be quite honest with you anyway, from the month, like, leading up to, let's just say December, and then going on, December, January, February, I'm not very good with these months anyway. because I got to go through Christmas, which I hate. Really don't like at all. Then I've got January, which I've got to sort of got to like suck it out, if you like, just sort of sit there and wait. And then I've got my birthday, which I hate. And then I've got my son's birthday, which really, really digs deep with me. So to be honest with you, the lead up to Christmas is not very good for me at all. So this is the time of year where I really, really do escalate, like in what is going on with me. Like literally it just like goes, woo, it just goes nuts. So I had a meeting today. They have discharged me from the home treatment team, which had to be done because I need the therapy for, well, people with BPD really benefit from this therapy. As I said in another video, I still don't know what it's called, and he told me today. So I feel like a right idiot now. But seriously, guys, I need this therapy. Like, I know, like, whoever's going to watch this now, like, you've all been watching my videos. You've all supported me during my alcoholism and everything. Whereas the alcohol is concerned, yes, I still am drinking now and again. I can have days where I don't drink. I can have days where I drink myself into oblivion. But it depends on my BPD. Now, this is where I'm at the moment. I know, right, that if I am like sort of, and I know, how can I explain this? Many people won't think that BPD patients have manic episodes, but we do. I've been told this today. I've been told this before. We can have like days where we are manic and like, woo, everything's great. I'm sexy. Let's go out. Anyone is going to want me, right? I got what you ain't got, sort of thing. Do you understand me? And then all of a sudden you can just, ooh, and then go down. And then the next day you're just like, I want to kill myself. I want to spend the whole week in bed. I don't want to go anywhere and I don't want to do nothing. I don't even want to shower. You know, I'll eat because I've got this like binge eating thing. And like, this is another thing as well. But like, yeah, we're still talking about that. We're still talking about that. Yeah, guys, it's just like sort of gone downhill for quite a period of time now. I was getting really, really worried about myself because the down periods were getting really, really bad. Whereas before, like I could have negative thoughts or suicidal thoughts, and I would sort of, you know, talk about them in my videos or say, you know, talk to somebody about them. Whereas I would sort of just think about them and then say to myself, okay, Kaylee, you know, you can't do this now because this is just a thought. It got worse. And then I wanted to like sort of act on them thoughts, you know. It got really bad. So it's not just that. You know, I've been feeling very confused. I've been feeling just really negative, to be quite honest with you, about every aspect of my life. You know, I get days where I think that I'm not worth anything. There's no point in speaking to me because you're not going to get anything out of me. You know, I've sat there for days just staring at the telly, like thinking of everything that I've done wrong, everything that's happened to me. The weight on my shoulders was just like, it was so bad. And then today I had this meeting and I finally, and I mean this, after 12 years of trying, I finally feel like I'm actually somewhere where I can relate to, and I feel like I'm better not better, like within my illness at the moment, no way. But like better, I'm in a place where I feel safe, whereas I've seen the crisis team, you know, and all the support around me, I feel like everyone knows where I am at in my head. They know that I'm ill. They know that I've got worse. This is why I had the home treatment team. This is why, things are in place with support workers, alcohol worker, this and that. Everything is in place. And I have had my diagnosis. And that is what I have been waiting for fucking years, right? I've been sitting there on the fence, man. Am I bipolar? Am I BPD? I've even done videos about it. You all know that I've been waiting for this. So when I was admitted, I was diagnosed EUPD. I was only there 5 days. And apparently that told them enough to diagnose me with EUPD. I mean, obviously all of the things that's happened in the past as well. So, they put 2 and 2 together, and they didn't make 5 this time. They made 4, which I'm actually quite happy about. So I can, even, and I've told them every single symptom. And the doctor that I seen today, he was lovely. He had an open posture. He was ready to listen to me. He didn't have his legs crossed. He didn't have a notepad and pen. He was listening to me, and he really, really, he was interested in how I felt today, rather than, well, we've read about how you felt last week, so you're probably feeling that, right? No. He sat there and he listened to me. And the nurse was lovely as well. And I felt welcomed, and I felt like they were listening to me, okay? Do you understand what I mean? Because I haven't felt like this for 12 years. I've seen psychiatrists. I've seen, I went to a child psychologist. I've seen psychiatrists. I've seen doctors. I've been here, there and everywhere, but fucking nowhere until now. Do you understand what I mean? Because it's been really, really hard to go through this daily, okay? And then not know what the fuck is wrong with me. I've always thought it's either bipolar or BPD, right? We've always spoke about that in my videos, but now that I know, and I've been given a diagnosis, I call it, but that's just me being funny, right? A diagnosis, the day I was discharged, they gave me my diagnosis. Today, I was told again, do you know what is, going on with you? I said, well, yeah, I was told this when I was discharged. And he said, yes, you're completely right. Have you read up about it? I said, oh, God damn, yes, I have read up about it, doc, let me tell you. I've done my bloody research, right? But the weird thing is, I didn't even have to do no research, because it's all in you. It's all in here. It's all within me. Do you understand what I mean? And the best thing about all this right now is when I do have a BPD episode, when I do feel like I want to kill myself, or when I'm blasting my flat and I'm cleaning and I'm getting rid of all these clothes and I'm doing this and I'm doing that and I'm taking the dog for a 5-hour hike, I know that this too shall pass. I know that whatever I'm feeling right now is only temporary. It does not last. And this is what I really, really needed to know. Because I think for half of my life, and it's been really, trust me, it has been such a whirlwind with emotions and different people in and out of my life because they couldn't cope with me, losing people because of the way that I am. It's been such heartache and pain, and why can't I stop being like this? And I've eventually been given the right therapy for the right diagnosis. They're cutting down my tablets gradually. And then when I get off the quetiapine, which I've been on for God knows how many years, right? Then they're going to try a different tablet, also with, the therapy as well. I'm on a waiting list for the therapy at the moment. So I'm just waiting for that now as well. But I literally said to the doctor, I cannot wait until I get that letter so I can ring straight away. And I'm like, yeah, I'm there. I'll be there. Yeah, I'm there. I'm the one that's going to be standing outside having a fag half hour early. Do you know what I mean? Because I've been waiting for this all my life. I cannot carry on with these ups and downs like all day, every day, and then literally feel like I want to climb Mount Everest, and then in the same hour, want to kill somebody and then bury myself at the same time. It's not nice. It's not good. It's not healthy. But let me tell you something. Do you know, with BPD, and only now I can say this with actual confidence, there is help out there for BPD. If you think that you would go, like when you get angry, like most people are here and then you're like right up here, and you think, why am I like this? Why? Apparently it normally stems from when you were really younger. Like if you struggled when you were younger, say you had an abusive childhood, or, you weren't really looked after, right? It doesn't necessarily mean abuse. It means like, if you weren't looked after properly, or you didn't have a steady home or something like that, like anything can trigger it, like later on in life. I can't even believe what the doctor said to me today. He literally said that I am a classic patient of BPD. That is the words that came out of the doctor's mouth. I was like, whoa. Like, he's seen it before, but he never really, you don't see like boom, 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 like the 9 traits. You don't see every single traits of the BPD person, which I've had for so long. And you know what? Looking back on it with the doctor, we actually both looked at each other and actually thought, how thick were we? Of course it's BPD. Do you know what I mean? Like, but it's taken 12 years, or give or take, to get this diagnosis. And now I know what is going on with me. I don't have to feel crazy all the time. I can just, if I do get an episode where I want to sit there and cry for an hour, I know it's going to pass. And if I feel manic for 3 days or 4 days, okay, I'm not going to lie to you. I do get scared when I get manic, because I know that what's going to come from manic is the down stage. But I know that's going to pass too. But what I need to do is manage these feelings, because when I feel high, I feel really escalated and high. It's like I'm bipolar. This is why they diagnosed me with it, When I was younger, I used to have really long periods of time where I would be manic, and I think I spent six months in bed because I was so depressed. I couldn't move. I couldn't get out of it. Just could not face the world at all. Didn't want to do nothing. Didn't want to shower. Didn't want to eat. That's not like me. Didn't want to get up. Didn't want to face nothing. But you know what? Knowing what is actually, I'm not going to say what's wrong with me, because there's nothing wrong with me in my mind. I have these personality traits which are really hard to overcome unless you have therapy. I can't control my anger. There's just no doubt about it. I just can't. I will scream and stamp my feet like a little child because I'm not getting what I want. But in that time, when I'm in that, I'm going back to when I was a child. This is what people don't quite understand. I didn't have what I wanted when I was a child. So I will scream and I'll shout and I'll stamp my feet and I'll go, oh, you're always wrong and I'm right. I literally act like a child most of the time to get my own way. And the weird thing is, my grandparents give me my own way because I never had my own way with my mother. So sorry about that. My friend trying to ruin the video as usual. Yeah. I never had that, guys. So that is why I act like the way I do. I'm just so glad that it's been diagnosed, and I'm here. I'm a fighter. I'm a fucking warrior, right? Like the rest of us. I hope to gosh you all are doing so well. I hope that you have found that something that will make your life just a little bit easier from now on. Even if, like, I'm on about alcohol now, I'm on about drugs, I'm on about addiction. If you found 5 minutes of sobriety and you feel good about it, keep it up. It's great. But let me tell you something, you will go through dark periods. There are awful times ahead, but there are also really, really good times ahead. I will promise you from the bottom of my heart that there are such good times ahead of you. The only stupid thing is, and the only sad thing is, we just can't bloody see it before it happens. Who knows, all right? You know, you could be single now, living in, you could be homeless right now. You could have nothing. You could be watching this video one day in the library on YouTube. Who knows? I don't know. I hope, and I've said this before, I hope that I help each and every one of you that has gone through mental health and addiction. Because that is what my channel is about. It's always been about it, and it always will be. Even if I don't do a video now and I do one, say, within a year, I will always be doing another video. This channel will never, ever, ever end at all. Because, okay, I've been going through a lot of shit. Trust me, I've been going through a lot of stuff, okay? You know, I cry a lot. I'm always either up here or down here. You know, I've been told today in that meeting that there's never going to be the middle until I learn to deal with my emotions, right? I'm so lucky, like, we have the NHS. Because, let me tell you something, the people that say the NHS is shit and this and that, there might be a 6-hour waiting list, or this might be that, innit? And this and that, but at the end of the day, let me tell you something. I am having therapy for something that I have been dealing with since I was 18, or maybe younger. I don't really know. Okay? And they are doing that for free. And it's only because I've gone through the right channels. I have sought help. I have asked. I've been admitted. I've been, and now they know what's wrong with me. You can't just expect, and I hate people who do this, you can't just expect to go there for an assessment and for them to give you a diagnosis straight away. I've waited 12 goddamn years for this. And today is my day. Do you know what I mean? I hate it when people ring up Barod and think they have an assessment over the phone and they didn't do anything for them that day. What do you expect people to do? You've got to work with people to actually get the help that you actually need. You've got to attend your appointments. And let me tell you something, I'm such a hypocrite because for months on end, I didn't do that. That's why I didn't get the help that I needed. And I sat here being a bitter drunk, saying that it was everyone else's fault, but it wasn't. It was my fault. If I had gone in the first place, who knows, maybe I could have been, as I say, the first time I was admitted, I was diagnosed with BPD. Right? So maybe it was my fault. Maybe it was all my fault. I'm not quite sure. There's some doctors that we don't get on with. There are always going to be people that we dislike or don't take to like we should. But always listen to them when you go there because they know best. And I can tell you that from personal experience. But please, if you do, if you are an addict or you are mentally ill, please seek help on the sidelines. As I say, if you stop drinking or you stop using straight away, please don't do it all at once on your own. Please seek help on the sidelines because you know how dangerous it is. And if you don't know how dangerous it is, listen to me. It's really, really dangerous. If you were drinking all day, every day, and you just stop, you could have a fit, convulsions, you name it, you'll go through it. And it's not very pretty. Trust me. And if you're doing it for people around you, I would really advise you to do it for yourself before you do it for anyone else. I used to say I'm doing it for my grandparents. What a load of crap that was. Do you understand what I mean? What a load of shit. No, I wasn't doing it for them. I was pretending to do it for people to make them like me more. Do you understand what I mean? Oh, she's so brave and all this bollocks. What a load of shit. If you want to do it, you do it for yourself. If you can't, if you haven't got the money for rehab, go to your local walk-in clinic, have a chat with them, okay? Tell them what your poison is, have an assessment, get the blood test done, blah, blah, blah. Give them a pot of pee, go back the next week or whatever they give you that appointment. Just fucking do it. Because let me tell you something. Do you know once you start the process and you start getting help and you're climbing that little ladder, and it's a big fuck off ladder, but let me tell you something. Do you know once you start from here and you work your way up and you keep doing step by step, you will get there in the end. Trust me. I feel like crying right now. You will really get there. And trust me, I am not standing here on this platform where everyone looks at me and goes, oh, look at her, she's the... No. I've always been down to earth with you lot, and I still am. I've been through shit. I wanted to kill myself. I've tried to hang myself. I have literally tried to take pills, yeah? I've slit my wrists. I've done things you lot wouldn't even dream of, right? I am here to help you. I am here to help everyone going through addiction and mental health. And when you're going through both, as I've said in another video, it ain't nice. It really, really ain't nice. And when you're trying to balance the both, you know, like, it's like, that ain't going to work. You've got to pick one. And as I always say, I would pick your addiction first. You've got to deal with your addiction first before you deal with your mental health. Because for all you know, if you weren't mentally ill growing up, or you didn't have no traits of being mentally ill, then all this could have stemmed from your addiction. So you need to know either way, okay? I'm not saying I know everything, because I don't. All I do on my, I say platform, I haven't got a platform, I've got videos, which I hope people will find helpful. I try my hardest to help people because I know I've been through it myself. I'm only 30 years of age. I'll be 31 now on Saturday on the 1st of Feb. And let me tell you something. Missing Christmases, missing birthdays. It ain't nice. You know, I was 18 yesterday. Today, you know, on Saturday I'm going to wake up and be 31. You do miss a lot of your life, a big chunk of your life being an addict. And the mental health side of things, it can get much, much worse when you keep using, trust me. So, on a good note, everything is absolutely hunky-dory on my side. I'm not saying everything, but the things that I wanted to know, the things that I needed to know, the things that I've been hoping to know is A-okay at the moment. I hope you lot are doing really, really well. Thank you ever so much for watching my video. I promise you I will be doing a video soon again. I'm really not going to edit this. To be quite honest with you, I don't think I need to. But if anyone who used to watch my videos is watching now, thank you for coming back. And I promise you I will be doing a video soon. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Take care now. Bye-bye then. Mwah!